This is an excellent question. Thank you for the person that has asked it. I'm sure you represent many by asking it. It was a question that I had to really wrestle with as I was journeying to Jesus, because I was studying evolution on a daily basis in my lectures, in my practical experiments and that sort of thing. And so it's a very important question. And it's really a key to say at the start, what do you mean by evolution? This is such a heated topic sometimes that we can often talk at cross purposes, and we need to be clear what you mean by evolution, because there are lots of different types. Firstly, it can refer to a general process of change or variation. My taste in clothes has evolved over the years. Secondly, it can refer to variation within species. And this is called microevolution. This is not controversial, and this accounts for why we see biological diversity in every type of animal and plant species. Then there are things like macroevolution, which says that actually everything started off from the same cell set and has evolved through, and different species have evolved along the way, and new organs and new structures and new species have come into being through this one process. And this is more difficult to justify in laboratory, because you can't demonstrate it over evolutionary time. It takes place over a long time set. And then there's molecular evolution. How did DNA come to exist? How did something so amazingly able to replicate so accurately come to exist out of the primeval soup? So it's really important to say, what do you mean by evolution? And this is something that scientists and Christians debate and discuss all the time. There are no simple answers, except to say that scientists who believe in God definitely accept microevolution, because this is not controversial. This has been proven. You can demonstrate it. You can see it. It accounts for why you have antibiotic resistance, why the AIDS virus replicates so rapidly, and we need these multiviral cocktails to keep people healthy. Other areas are more controversial, but we would want to distinguish. We would accept microevolution, but would reject the sense of evolutionism, the worldview that says every question that we have can be addressed to this mechanism. Do you see? So scientists who believe in God would say, we accept evolution as a means of achieving biological diversity that's so creative, but we reject evolutionism, which says this is a worldview to which all of our questions can be addressed. I want to say to any of you who are wrestling with this issue today, this does not have to be a barrier for you to believing in God. There are many different ways of interpreting the Genesis accounts. Some say that it happened as it is written, and that's one perspective, referred to as young earth creationism. Some people say that we accept what geology tells us about the age of the earth, but that there are natural and supernatural processes involved in how it came about. And others would say that it says in Scripture that a day to the Lord is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years are like a day. And therefore, those 6 days could well be 6 evolutionarily long periods of time. And that will be a view described as theistic evolution. Now, this is an area that Christians debate and discuss all the time. And it is possible to be a Christian and hold one of a number of different views on it. So what I want to say to you is, if this is holding you back, please don't let it. Okay, come and talk to myself or the other scientists around. It doesn't have to be a barrier, because there are different ways of interpreting Scripture.